Why you destroy success right before winning. There's a bill due Friday, a client renewal at month end, your rent on the 1st, and somehow, the night before you need to act, you accidentally blow it up. You stay up late, pick a fight, binge scroll, miss the email, and call it bad luck. It's not bad luck. It's identity loyalty. Your brain fears losing the self you know more than gaining the one you want. That's loss aversion at the identity level. So you protect I'm disorganized. I'm not a leader. I'm bad with money, because staying coherent feels safer than success that threatens your place, your routine, your story. The thing most people miss is simple. Sabotage isn't laziness, it's identity maintenance powered by confirmation bias. Your mind filters for evidence that keeps your headline intact. If the story says, I'm the quiet one, you'll scan the meeting for reasons to stay quiet. When action contradicts the story, cognitive dissonance spikes, your nervous system flares, tight chest, heat, tunnel vision, and you grab relief. Procrastination, perfectionism, chaos. Here's the promise. I'll give you one lever to expose your hidden policy, the person you keep obeying, or the date that derails you, and a 5-stage protocol to change it without drama. Audit, terms, ritual, bridge, proof. First win inside 48 hours. Why now? Because acceleration exposes identity lag. Markets move faster, AI compresses timelines, and your old rules were written for safety, not speed. Loss aversion makes that lag expensive, missed promotions, late fees, stalled projects. We'll open the lock, consistency bias, disarm the alarm, shame, and root around the nervous system's fight, flight, or freeze with tiny public proofs. No crash diets, no reinventions. We'll keep comfort on purpose, while we stack undeniable evidence your brain can't argue with. Let's get crystal clear on the problem. You're not failing because you lack discipline. You're failing because your behavior enforces an old self-image. When action clashes with identity, the old headline wins. Identity comfort beats goal pursuit in the moment. Why it's louder now? More opportunities mean more collisions with your old story. Each collision triggers cognitive dissonance. Your vagal system flags exile risk, not small stretch, and you reach for relief. That relief looks like delay, overpolish, or sudden mess. It feels protective because it restores coherence. Loss aversion amplifies it. The pain of losing who you've been feels bigger than the gain of who you could become. Here's the map. First, understand the trap so you stop moralizing it. Second, diagnose your pattern so you can predict when sabotage hits. Third, adopt new identity rules so you're not relying on vibes. Fourth, practice the protocol until your identity updates from evidence, not wishes. A few terms so we're aligned. Identity comfort, the felt safety of acting like your old self. Dissonance trigger, the moment new behavior contradicts your self-image. Loyalty budget, the comfort you intentionally keep while you change. Sabotage reflex, the automatic relief behavior that restores identity comfort. And two mechanisms we'll name whenever they show up. Confirmation bias, the brain's habit of filtering for proof the old story is true, and loss aversion, the brain's overweighting of potential losses over gains, including identity loss. The reason this works is simple. Your brain loves consistency. So we'll feed it consistency from the future by manufacturing tiny, frequent proofs that line up with the identity you're adopting. We'll make the change small enough that your nervous system stays regulated, breath steady, shoulders down, vision wide, and public enough that social proof reflects it back. What you'll learn has 3 layers. First, the players, past you, present you, future you, and how they vote on decisions. Past you writes safety policies. Present you manages energy and pain. Future you holds vision but needs leverage. We'll rebalance power so future you collects bargaining chips and past you loses vetoes. Second, the lock and the alarm. Consistency, bias, and confirmation bias lock you into old patterns. Shame is the alarm that screams when you reach for the door. We'll create safe exits and neutralize the alarm with language, design, and micro-commitments that your body can do even when stressed. Third, the protocol. 5 stages: audit, terms, ritual, bridge, proof. Audit names the hidden rules and produces receipts. Terms rewrites the contract with floors, budgets, and scripts. Ritual marks the ending so your brain believes the change. Bridge stacks 2-minute habits that generate daily evidence. Proof adds a lightweight witness so identity gets mirrored. Expect practicality. Prompts, scripts, and 2-minute actions you can do today. You'll build a 1-page old rules sheet, a new terms contract, 3 microproofs, and a simple witness update. We'll stress test it for travel weeks, launches, and family crises, and you'll track 4 metrics that matter: proofs, energy, friction, external pull. Once you see the pattern, everything else clicks. The 3 identity players: past you, present you, future you. Here's the model that makes your patterns make sense. Every decision is a negotiation among 3 players: past you, present you, and future you. They're all trying to protect you, but they value different things, and that mismatch is where sabotage shows up looking like procrastination, perfectionism, or chaos. Past you is the rule maker. They remember every overdraft, every public stumble, every never again. They wrote policies to keep you safe: stay small, avoid exposure, don't touch numbers, don't go first. Past you runs on loss aversion, so potential loss counts double. We might look foolish outweighs we might grow. They also run confirmation bias. They notice every moment that proves you're the quiet one or bad with money and file it as evidence. The point isn't to bully past you. They're not a villain, they're a loyal bodyguard with a narrow playbook. Our job is to update the playbook. Present you is the negotiator. They manage today's energy, pain, and uncertainty. Their question is simple: does this feel okay right now? If a task spikes discomfort, fear, boredom, social risk, present you wants relief. That's a nervous system doing its job. Fight, flight, or freeze are fast because they kept you alive. Without tools, relief wins. You scroll, you tidy, you research instead of ship. When we reduce friction and add tiny rewards, present you becomes the ally that executes 2-minute reps without drama. Future you is the strategist with almost no votes. They hold your vision, the promotion, the healthier body, the finished project. They care about compounding and consequences, but they're abstract. Without receipts, future you loses every close call. Our goal is to hand them bargaining chips, daily microproofs, small social mirrors, steady floors. When future you can say, "We've shown up 9 days in a row," the negotiation shifts. Watch the loop in action. Future you proposes an upgrade, speak up and stand up. Past you throws a safety flag, people like us don't go first. Present you feels a nervous system alarm, tight chest, heat, and grabs relief. I'll polish notes and ask later. That restores identity comfort and confirms the old headline, which strengthens past you's rule. The upgrade dies. That's not laziness, that's identity maintenance. Let's make this concrete with 3 quick scenarios. Promotion. Future you wants to lead. Past you's rule, keep your head down. Present you feels visibility risk and stays quiet. Shift it by shrinking the rule. Ask 1 clarifying question first on Mondays. That preserves safety while generating proof. Fitness. Future you wants a 5K. Past you's rule, don't look stupid in public. Present you scrolls. Shift it to shoes on, out the door, 2 minutes walking. No humiliation, clear proof. Creative work. Future you wants a newsletter. Past you's rule, don't bother people. Present you perfects drafts. Shift to 1 sentence published to a shared doc with 1 friend. Tiny exposure, daily evidence. Now align incentives. We translate future you's goal into the smallest observable behavior. We run it through past you's rules and move 1 inch inside the red line. Then we sweeten it for present you with immediate relief. 2-minute minimums, visible counters, micro celebrations. Repetition builds the ledger future you needs to win the next vote. Loss aversion flips. Losing the new streak starts to feel worse than keeping it. Common mistakes that keep the war alive. Shaming past you, stop being scared, which hardens rules and raises alarms. Overpromising to future you, daily long runs, daily essays, which overwhelms present you and triggers bailouts. Ignoring present you and wondering why the plan dies at 9 p.m. when the energy tank is empty. So use the alignment checklist. 1. Translate the goal into a tiny, visible action. 2. Locate past you's red line and step just inside it. 3. Pay present you with immediate, light rewards and a 2-minute floor. 4. Repeat daily until the identity evidence stacks up. Confirmation bias starts working for you, not against you, because now there's constant proof that people like me do this. This clicked when I changed the rule, not just the action. We don't speak up became we ask 1 question. Same safety, new behavior. Once the first proofs showed up, the alarm quieted. That's the point. Reduce the cost to past you, reduce the lift for present you, and hand future you a pile of receipts. If you remember nothing else, respect past you's purpose, regulate present you state, and feed future you with daily proof. Do that, and the sabotage loop turns into a support loop. And once you see who's been writing your rules, it's a lot easier to rewrite them. The identity lock, consistency bias, and social proof. Before we change anything, you need to see the lock that keeps the old rules in place. Your brain values coherence over achievement. That default is called consistency bias. You'd rather act like yesterday's you than feel like a hypocrite today. Add confirmation bias, and your mind actively scans for evidence that your headline is true. If your inner caption says, "I'm the quiet one," you'll notice every reason to stay quiet and ignore the moments you could speak. When new behavior contradicts the story, cognitive dissonance spikes. Your nervous system flags threat, and loss aversion whispers, "Don't risk losing who we are." So you bend behavior back to the story. Relief now, regret later. Identity beats intention because coherence feels like safety. That's why grand declarations backfire. You post you're a 5 a.m. runner, but your texts, calendar, and friends say otherwise. The gap triggers dissonance. Confirmation bias hunts for proof you're still a night owl. Consistency bias tries to close the gap. You hit snooze to restore harmony. You didn't fail at running, you succeeded at staying coherent. Now layer social proof. Other people mirror you back to yourself. Teammates expect you to be the fixer, not the decider. Family jokes you're always late. Your inbox routes tasks to the version of you who rescues, not leads. Even your environment acts like an audience. File names, admin, catch up, someday pull you toward the old role. The room remembers your lines. Here's the trap most people fall into, the all-at-once rebrand. New bio, big post, fresh tools. That creates a canyon between old signals and new behavior. Consistency bias reads danger. Shame alarms fire. Loss aversion says, "Don't lose your place in this group." You retreat. The failed attempt becomes more evidence for the old identity. The lock tightens. So we outsmart the lock with micro signals that are frequent, undeniable, and easy to keep. We don't declare, we drip proof. Think of safe identity exits, small doors your nervous system will let you walk through. Start with labels that reshape expectations without changing workload. Rename calendar blocks to match the role you're adopting. Weekly tasks becomes creator hour. Catch-up becomes leadership prep. You're not lying, you're framing. Language sets the frame your brain and peers look through. Add email and doc microsignals. Use subject tags to anchor identity. CFO, cash glance, lead decision log, creator daily line. Add a one-line footer like decisions logged Wednesdays, summaries Fridays. These cues recruit confirmation bias to your side. Your mind starts looking for proof you keep Wednesday decisions. Your team starts expecting it. Design environmental social proof. Your space votes all day, one object per role placed at the trigger. Creator, a small publish counter on your desk. Athlete, shoes by the shower, not in a closet. CFO, bank app pinned in the dock. Each object is a cue and a claim. Every glance becomes a quiet "people like me do this." Make the signals public but local. You don't need a crowd. Pin a note in a private channel. Publishing, one line daily. Create a shared proof log doc with 3 columns, C, A, F, and add 3 letters and a color each day. Ask one colleague to expect a Wednesday decision summary. Social proof works best when the audience is close enough to reflect and small enough not to trigger performance anxiety. Now let's talk about the mechanics under the hood. Consistency bias loves frequency. Confirmation bias loves clean categories. Loss aversion flips when there's a visible streak. So we set tiny floors, 2-minute versions, mark them visibly, green, yellow, red boxes, and keep the audience light. After 10 low-drama repetitions, your mind starts predicting the new you. The lock doesn't shatter, it shifts. Common mistakes to avoid. Invisible progress no one can mirror. Vague goals like be more decisive that give present you nothing to do, and performative leaps that overshoot past you's safety line. Instead, pair every label change with a daily action, every public cue with a tiny proof, and every identity claim with one boundary script that protects it. Example: heads down 8:38:45. Replies at 8:45. This clicked when I changed block names before changing behavior. Admin to publishing ops. Same time, same length, different expectation. My brain stopped debating whether I was really a creator and started looking for one line I could ship. One line became two, two became five. Confirmation bias flipped. The lock eased open. If you remember nothing else, build coherence from the bottom up. Replace declarations with daily cues. Keep proof public but small. Let your environment and one witness do quiet work while your brain relearns who you are. The moment the new pattern feels more coherent than the old headline, the lock starts working for you. The shame trigger and sabotage loop. Shame is the alarm wired to belonging. When it fires, your body doesn't read small stretch, it reads exile risk. That's why logic disappears and relief wins. Under the hood, it's a fast sequence. A cue hits, cognitive dissonance spikes, your vagal system flags threat, and the nervous system slides into fight, flight, or freeze. You restore coherence with a quick fix, delay, over-polish, chaos, because coherence feels like safety. Let's name the 4 common cue categories so you can catch them in real time. Violation cues: you miss a day, break a streak, or spend outside plan. Visibility cues: you get tagged, present live, or publish publicly. Success cues: praise, unexpected money, or fast progress. Yes, success can trigger loss of belonging alarms. Comparison cues: dashboards, peer wins, or scroll sessions that spike not enough. Here's the loop when it's invisible. The cue lands. Confirmation bias pulls up evidence that you're not that person yet. Loss aversion whispers, don't lose who we are. Shame surges, heat, tight chest, tunnel vision. You grab relief, procrastinate, pick a fight, overeat, overspend, vanish. Relief restores identity comfort, the old headline survives. The upgrade dies. Rinse and repeat until the window for a breakthrough closes. We're going to break the loop without breaking you using 3 moves: name, neutralize, redirect. First, name the cue with precision. Labels create handles. Missed Monday workout becomes streak break. Manager praised me becomes visibility spike. Peer shipped a launch becomes comparison flare. Precise labels pull the event out of identity and into logistics. Second, neutralize the shame with status language. Swap verdicts for updates. Replace I failed with rep missed, next rep scheduled. Replace I'm not a leader with leadership rep logged, one question. Replace I blew my budget with payday rule broken, relief plan now. You're telling your nervous system there's no character trial, just a status change. If the alarm is loud, run a 60-second physiological reset. 4-count inhale, 6-count exhale, relax your jaw, drop your shoulders, widen your gaze. That vagal nudge brings present you back online. Third, redirect to an approved relief that keeps you inside your terms. We're not chasing heroics, we're installing patches. Miss the gym? Run the 2-minute athlete at home, 10 slow squats, water, green mark. Praise spiked anxiety. Box breathing, then send a 2-line next action note. Shipping V1 by 3 p.m. comparison bit hard? Close the feed, open your proof log, publish 1 sentence, mark it yellow with pride. You're satisfying the nervous system's need for relief, while feeding future you a receipt. Let's walk a live example. You missed Tuesday's publishing block. Old pattern, shame, hiding, restart Monday. New pattern, name it, streak break. Neutralize, rep missed, next at coffee tomorrow. Redirect, 1 sentence now in the shared doc. Add a micro-witness, yellow patched, 1 line. Total time, 4 minutes. Relief achieved. Shame didn't get to write the story. Travel, launch, and crisis need per-writ exits. Travel protocol, declare automatic yellow rule, universal triggers, wake up, brush teeth, bedtime, and a single daily window. Success metric, no zeros. Launch protocol, protect microfloors with a 10-minute proof window blocked on the calendar. Crisis protocol, red rule only, 1 microproof before bed, no explanations. Identity survives because the floor never disappears. Install 3 guardrails so the loop stays quiet. Guardrail 1, reps, not records. You count whether you showed up, not how impressive it was. Guardrail 2, patch within 24. Every miss triggers the smallest viable version within a day. Guardrail 3, no justification to non-witnesses. Explaining invites debate, debate invites shame. Keep explanations inside your contract and your one witness. Use quick scripts to keep your mouth and body aligned. After a miss, rep missed. Patching now, back to cue tomorrow. After praise, appreciate it. Next action, ship V1 by 3 p.m. after a visibility spike. Anchor, 1 breath, 1 line, 1 send. After comparison, close feed, open proof. If the alarm's loud, pair any script with the 3-breath reset. Common mistakes to retire. Making streaks your identity turns the counter into a tripwire. Punishing yourself, 2-hour makeups that present you will refuse. Secrecy, no witness, which lets shame grow teeth. Replace them with color honesty, green, yellow, red, tiny patches, and one weekly 1-minute memo. The loop shifts when the system keeps moving. If you remember nothing else, shame is a smoke alarm, not a verdict. Label the cue, lower the physiology, and run one tiny proof. Do it fast, do it publicly enough to count, and move on. That's how you stop sprinting back to the old hallway and start walking through the new door. The psychological breakup protocol. We're not blowing up your life, we're ending a contract that no longer fits. Think clean breakup, not scorched earth. The psychological breakup protocol has 5 stages: audit, terms, ritual, bridge, proof. Each stage does one job so your nervous system relaxes and your identity updates from evidence, not hype. Hear why this works. Past you needs clarity, not shaming. Present you needs floors, not heroics. Future you needs receipts, not speeches. The protocol gives each of them what they need in the right order. Stage 1 is the audit. You'll inventory roles, extract the real rules you obey, and pull receipts, calendar titles, phrases, timestamps that prove those rules run your day. We treat it like operations, not morality. When the rules are visible, sabotage stops feeling mysterious. It's just policy enforcement. Stage 2 is new terms. You'll renegotiate power. That means a loyalty budget to keep comfort on purpose, growth non-negotiables with 2-minute floors tied to triggers, and social boundaries that stop you from over-explaining. It's a compact you can follow on low energy and under stress. Stage 3 is the breakup ritual. The brain needs endings. We mark the status change with a brief thank and release letter, retire one artifact that anchors the old identity, assign a symbol for the new role, and read your terms aloud. It's paperwork for your nervous system. No drama, just closure. Stage 4 is the habit bridge. Identity follows evidence. We'll run 3 micro roles with 1 keystone action each, 2 minutes minimum, anchored to daily triggers, tracked with green, yellow, red. Tools live at the trigger. Tiny rewards sweeten the reps for present you. Streak worship is out, no 0 rule is in. Stage 5 is social proof, a light witness. 1 person, 1 minute once a week. You send numbers, not confessions. They reply only if you disappear. That mirror keeps the pattern honest without turning your life into a performance. Timing is simple. Day 1, audit. Day 2, terms. Day 3, ritual. Days 4:30, bridge plus proof with a 60-second Sunday memo. If life explodes, the red rule preserves 1 micro proof per day. First visible win lands inside 48 hours because we design it that way. What this isn't, therapy, punishment, or an identity crash diet. If trauma runs the alarms, layer this with professional support. Don't stack 5 new selves at once. 1 contract, 3 micro roles, floors you can't wiggle out of. We're swapping vibes for systems, declarations for data, shame for status language, and heroics for math. If you remember nothing else about the protocol, name the rules, write the terms, mark the ending, build the bridge, show the proof. Once those are in place, the old identity stops winning by default, and future you finally gets real votes. Stage 1, identity audit. Rules, roles, receipts. You can't renegotiate what you can't see. The audit drags the hidden rules into daylight and makes them boring. No judgment, no aspirations, just what you actually do. 3 passes: roles, rules, receipts. Pass 1, roles. List the roles you truly play this month, not the fantasy set. 6 to 10 is plenty. Common ones: employee, team lead, parent, partner, friend, creator, athlete, CFO of me, student, caregiver. If you freeze, scan your last 2 weeks of calendar and inbox. The roles are already stamped there. Write them fast. Speed beats perfection. Pass 2, rules. For each role, extract the policies you follow. Use blunt prompts. Real me would never. People like me do. If I did X, they'd think. I'm allowed to, but not to. The safe move is, I always never. Keep it concrete. Creator, real me would never publish half-baked. Employee, people like me don't speak first. CFO, I'm allowed to check balance on payday, not midweek. Athlete, I don't look sweaty around others. Partner, the safe move is agree and be easy. Write 3 to 5 per roll. If you stall, open your last 10 decisions and ask, what rule did this obey? We're reverse engineering policy from behavior. Pass 3, receipts. Pull artifacts that prove these rules run your day. Calendar block titles: admin, catch up, clean up, team support. Email phrases: quick favor, no worries if not, just checking, sorry for the delay. DMs that show avoidance: running behind, let's push, next week. Spending patterns: payday splurges, end of month spikes. Fitness data: streak gaps, time of day clusters. Posting logs: drafts versus published counts. Copy lines into your doc. Screenshot recurring blocks. Highlight repeated phrases. Circle predictable dates. These are receipts. 1 week of canceled morning blocks, receipt. A dozen helper tasks and 0 decision tasks, receipt. Payday dinners that always break budget, receipt. Now categorize the rules across roles. Money rules, effort rules, visibility rules, belonging rules. Money rules sound like numbers only when there's extra. Effort rules: if I can't do it right, I wait. Visibility rules: I don't go first. Belonging rules: don't surpass your friends. Labeling clusters helps you spot the leverage points later. Let me show you 3 audit slices. Money slice, roll, CFO of me. Rules: checking finances means I'll feel bad. Payday is for relief spending. Budgets are cages. Receipts: bank app opened only twice a month. Calendar shows treat night on payday. Utilization spikes the last week. Identity effect: end month scramble repeats, shame fuels avoidance. Effort slice, roll, creator. Rules: thinking counts as progress, perfect or nothing. Miss day means restart Monday. Receipts: 42 drafts, 3 published. Monday restarts that die by Wednesday, weekend blanks. Identity effect: confirmation bias cements I'm thoughtful, not prolific. Visibility slice, roll, team member. Rules: solve quietly, leaders get judged. Questions are risky. Receipts: editor, not presenter, you fix, don't propose, praise and when one's no public credit. Identity effect: promotion windows pass, story becomes I'm not ready. Avoid these audit traps. Don't write aspirational rules, I speak up daily, when you don't. Don't moralize the list, calling rules stupid triggers shame and shuts honesty down. Don't stay vague, I'm bad with money, instead of I don't open the app midweek. We need levers, not labels. Use constraints to stay honest. Today only, describe last month, not next month. 5-minute timer per roll, speed prevents spin. Write rules like culture notes to a new hire. Around here, if you still can't hear the rule, try the reverse. If someone paid you to quietly sabotage next week, what would you do? Those moves reveal the policies. Or ask, what would a stranger predict from my calendar? That prediction is usually the rule. Now consolidate into a 1-page old rules sheet. Layout. Top, your top 3 active roles this month. Under each, 3 current rules in plain language. Right side, 2 receipts per role. A line from a message, a block screenshot, a metric. Bottom, 3 global rules that cross roles, like don't go first, relief beats results at night, don't look at numbers. Print it or pin it. This isn't a memoir, it's a brief you can glance at. 2 refinements. First, tag each rule protective or performative. Protective rules kept you safe once, will narrow them respectfully. Performative rules shaped optics, will retire those faster. Don't overshare family at work is protective. Never ask questions so you look competent is performative. Second, do an integrity check with past you. Read the sheet and say, thanks for keeping me safe. That line reduces internal resistance. Finish the audit by circling 1 rule per role you're ready to renegotiate next. Don't rewrite it yet, just mark it. Examples: people like me don't go first. Payday is for relief spending. Thinking counts as progress. Those will become your first lever points when we write new terms. Quick troubleshooting. If your list feels thin, you're still moralizing. Go back to receipts. If it feels overwhelming, you wrote 20 rules, trim to 3 per top role. If it feels vague, you wrote outcomes instead of policies. Change I miss workouts to I avoid being seen sweaty. This clicked for me when I found an unwritten policy in my helper identity: never send a decision without caveats. I pulled 5 emails with quick thoughts and happy to defer. Seeing the receipts killed the debate. The rule wasn't personal, it was operational. Once it was on paper, changing it became a simple terms update. If you remember nothing else about the audit, clarity beats courage. We're not fixing anything here. We're mapping the game you've been winning, staying the same. Name the roles, read the rules, collect the receipts. Tomorrow, we write the contract that protects what matters and upgrades what holds you back. Stage 2, new terms: boundaries, budgets, and non-negotiables. Now we negotiate. The old rules sheet showed you what's been running the show. New terms rebalances power so past you calms down, present you stays regulated, and future you gets a guaranteed floor. Think workplace policy: short, clear, enforceable on low energy. We'll write 3 parts: a loyalty budget, growth non-negotiables, and social boundaries. Then we'll anchor them to triggers and guardrails so the contract holds under stress. Start with the loyalty budget. This sounds counterintuitive, but it's critical. You'll keep some comforts on purpose to prevent nervous system revolt. Pick a split for the next 2 weeks. Week 1, 80-20 comfort growth. Week 2, 70-30. Then settle at 60-40. Translate the percentages into minutes or reps. If you control 2 discretionary hours daily, 30 minutes fund growth proofs and 90 minutes cover familiar tasks or unwind time. Using the budget is not failure, it's compliance with your terms. You're paying the comfort bill consciously instead of binging in secret. Define your growth non-negotiables next. Choose the 3 micro roles you circled in the audit and set 1 keystone action for each, with a 2-minute minimum and a reliable cue. Write them as when X, I do Y, so present you doesn't need to decide. Examples: after coffee, publish 1 line to the shared doc. Before shower, do 10 squats. After lunch, open the bank app and log balance plus next bill date. Make them embarrassingly doable. If you're bargaining with yourself, they're too big. Now install social boundaries. These protect your floors from other people's urgency and your own impulse to explain. First, adopt a no justification policy. I don't explain my minimums, my comfort budget, or my check-ins to non-witnesses. Second, draft 3 scripts and paste them into your contract. Decline script: I'm at capacity this week, I can revisit Wednesday. Delay script: I decide on Wednesdays, I'll send a summary then. Redirect script: I'm focused on role outcomes. Send context by Friday and I'll review Wednesday. These scripts turn vague guilt into firm, courteous edges. You're not rejecting people, you're enforcing process. Let's operationalize the contract. Add triggers, counters, and guardrails so the terms survive real life. Triggers first. Anchor each non-negotiable to a cue you already do daily: coffee, shower, lunch, commute, shutdown. Put the tool at the trigger: dock open by the machine, shoes by the bathroom door, bank app pinned to the dock with Face ID enabled. Counters second. Use a visible grid with 3 small boxes per day labeled C. A, F mark green for full, yellow for 2-minute version, red for a bedtime patch. Say the role out loud as you mark it. Creator green. That tiny verbal tag wires action to identity. Guardrails third. Establish a yellow rule. On low energy days, you only run the 2-minute versions and mark yellow proudly. Establish a red rule. If the day explodes, you execute 1 micro proof before bed and mark red. No zeros. Future you gets a vote even on messy days. Add a decision day container so random requests don't shred your floors. Decisions Wednesday, summaries Friday. Put it in your footer. Consistency bias will begin to work for you. Now write the 1-page new terms contract. Layout. Top, loyalty budget week 1, 80-20 week 2, 70-30, then 60-40. Middle, growth non-negotiables written as when X, I do Y, with 2-minute minimums and specific triggers. Right side, social boundaries, no justification policy, and the 3 scripts. Bottom, yellow-red guardrails, the visible counter you'll use, and your weekly witness cadence. Sunday, 60 seconds, numbers only. Here's a concrete example. Roles, creator, athlete, CFO. Loyalty budget, 80-20 then 70-30, non-negotiables. Coffee right arrow 1 sentence in shared doc, minimum 2 minutes. Shower cue right arrow 10 squats, minimum 2 minutes. Lunch fork down, open bank app, log balance and next bill, minimum 1 glance. Boundaries. Decline, I'm at capacity this week, I can revisit Wednesday. Delay, I decide Wednesdays, summary Friday. Redirect, focused on publishing deliverables this month. Send context by Friday. Guardrails. Yellow equals 2-minute versions only. Red equals 1 sentence, plus 5 squats, plus cash glance before bed. Witness cadence. Sunday memo, no pep talk, just numbers. Turn one tough old rule into a micro rewrite right now. Old, people like me don't go first. New, people like me ask one clarifying question first on Mondays. Trigger, stand-up starts. Prep, highlight one unclear agenda line before the meeting. Boundary if interrupted, one clarifier, then I'm done. That's not a personality transplant, it's a narrow term that generates visible proof. Another rewrite for money. Old, payday is for relief spending. New, payday is for relief planning. Trigger, deposit notification. Action, move $20 to a relief envelope, then log balance and next bill. You still get relief, but future you gets the vote. Pitfalls to avoid. Zero comfort fantasies, cutting every indulgence, trigger backlash. Vague floors, write every day, create decision fatigue. Early overexposure, grand posts before receipts provokes shame alarms. Keep the change local and boring until the pattern stabilizes. Ask yourself, would a stranger understand what I do when I do it, and what happens on a bad day by reading this page? If not, tighten language until the answer is yes. Last step, speak the terms once. Read the contract out loud. If you stumble, simplify. Spoken language exposes friction. Then tape the page where your first trigger lives and run the very first 2-minute proof today. Terms aren't real until they touch your morning. Stage 3, breakup ritual. Closure without chaos. The brain needs endings. If you don't mark an ending, the old role lingers like a tab you never close. This ritual isn't drama, it's paperwork for your nervous system. 20 minutes start to finish. You'll write a letter, retire one artifact, assign a symbol, speak your terms aloud, and place one tiny public marker. Closure without chaos. Start with the letter, set a 5-minute timer. Write to the old role like it's a teammate who carried you through storms. 3 beats. 1, gratitude for protection. 2, current cost. 3, new assignment, keep it blunt. Thank you for keeping me safe by staying quiet. Today the cost is missed leadership reps. Your new job is to flag true danger, not discomfort. Read it once out loud, then say, I release you from the old job. That sentence matters. Past you hears it and stops clinging. Next, retire one artifact. An artifact is any object, phrase, or digital shortcut that anchors the old identity. The quick check email template, a someday folder, a Slack star list of other people's emergencies, a hoodie you hide in when you avoid. Pick one and remove its power now. Delete, rename, archive, or move it out of reach. If it feels silly, good, that means it did real work. I once deleted quick from my canned responses. My asks got clearer, decisions shipped faster. One word, different role. Third, assign a symbol. Symbols are fast identity switches. Choose one token that cues your new terms on site. A coin you flip before speaking, a pen you only use for publishing, a mug labeled creator that sits by the coffee machine, a small brass card that says Decisions Wednesday. Place the symbol at the trigger location. Mug by the machine, coin on the keyboard, pen on the notebook, card on your monitor. The symbol isn't magic, it's a tactile shortcut to your floors. Now speak your terms, stand up, read your one-page contract, present tense, 1 line per breath. After coffee, I publish 1 line. Before shower, I do 10 squats. After lunch, I log cash. Yellow equals 2-minute versions. Red means 1 proof before bed. If a phrase snags, simplify it. Stumbling here predicts stumbling under pressure. Your mouth should be able to say the terms your body can keep on low energy. Place a small public marker. You need 1 visible but low-stakes proof that the change is live. Options: pin a note in a private channel labeled Daily Line Logged, create a shared proof log with today's CAF colors, or send your witness a 20-second voice memo. Contract live. Today equals green. No manifesto, no promise thread, just a timestamp that creates a before-after. Let's run the whole thing on a timer. 5 minutes, letter, read, release. 2 minutes, retire one artifact, rename admin to publishing ops, archive someday, delete quick check. 1 minute, place the symbol at the trigger. 5 minutes, stand and speak the new terms, 1 breath each. 2 minutes, drop the public marker. Total, 15 to 20 minutes. Done. Install a weekly renewal. 3 minutes, same beats. Touch the symbol, read the letter once, restate 1 term, and log 1 proof. Endings fade, reminders keep the lane clear. Common traps to avoid. Grandstanding, posting a big identity announcement before you have daily receipts. Shaming the past, calling the old role weak, which reactivates alarms. Skipping the paper trail, doing a moving ritual with nothing written so the next day becomes guesswork. Keep it crisp. Write, retire, symbol, speak, mark. Steal this script if you want a template. Letter, you kept me safe by, now it costs me, your job now is, artifact rule. If it invites the old reflex, it leaves the desk. Symbol cue, when I touch this, I run the 2-minute version. Spoken close, these are my terms, I keep them even on yellow days. This clicked for a client who'd been the fixer for a decade. She archived her Slack rescue list, pinned a decision log Wednesday's note, and placed a brass coin on her keyboard. Coin to palm, 1 decision shipped. No fireworks. 2 weeks later, 3 responsibilities were officially hers. Quiet closure. Real change. Stage 4, habit bridge. Microproofs that rewire identity. This is where the new identity starts to stick. Identity follows evidence, so we'll generate daily microproofs your brain can't argue with. 1 keystone action per micro role, 2-minute minimums, anchored to reliable triggers, tracked in plain sight, and sweetened with tiny rewards so present you keeps showing up even on low energy. Pick 3 micro roles from your new terms, 1 for output, 1 for health, 1 for stewardship. Common set, creator, athlete, CFO of me. Now define a keystone for each using after X, I do Y, keep Y embarrassingly simple. Creator, after coffee, publish 1 sentence to the shared doc. Athlete, before shower, do 10 slow squats. CFO, after lunch, open the bank app and log balance plus next bill date. These are identity toggles, not workouts or essays. Put tools at the trigger so friction is near zero. The doc opens the night before and sits beside the coffee machine. Shoes live by the bathroom door, not in a closet. Banking app is pinned to your dock with Face ID enabled. If a step takes more than 10 seconds, simplify it again. The goal is, I can't not do it. Make proof visible with a tiny grid, 3 boxes per day labeled C, A, F on your desk or home screen. Mark green for full, yellow for 2-minute version only, red for a bedtime patch. Say the role out loud as you mark it. Creator green. That 2-second verbal tag links action to identity and recruits confirmation bias to your side. Stack triggers in a stable order to build a behavioral cascade. Coffee right arrow sentence. Shower cue right arrow squats. Lunch right arrow cash glance. If mornings are chaos, migrate the sequence to the earliest dependable window you control. Night owls can run T right arrow sentence, brush teeth right arrow squats, dinner right arrow cash glance. Consistency beats ideal timing. Add micro rewards to pay present you immediately. After the sentence, tap a clicker app for a satisfying sound. After squats, run cool water on your wrists. After cash glance, swipe a green emoji on the grid. It's silly on purpose. The nervous system remembers sensations faster than goals. Let's run a low-energy day. The mug lands. 1 line goes into the shared doc. Creator green, you're already on the board, you reach for the shower, knock out 10 squats at the doorframe. Athlete green, lunch ends, you glance the balance and the next bill, log it. CFO green, total time, under 10 minutes. Identity impact, 3 receipts future you can cash in tomorrow. 2 protections keep the bridge intact. 1, the yellow rule. On low days, you only run 2-minute versions and mark yellow proudly. No self-talk about real work. 2, the no-zero rule. If the day explodes, you execute 1 micro-proof before bed and mark red. Reds are containment, not failure. They protect the ledger from holes shame will fill. When a rep keeps slipping, troubleshoot with a simple triage. Trigger, action, or environment. If the coffee queue gets hijacked by Slack, put the phone on Do Not Disturb until the line is logged. If squats hurt, swap to wall sits or calf raises. If logging in is clunky, switch to biometric or a read-only dashboard. We care about proof, not purity. Upgrade with the 3-3-3 ladder. 3 days of clean greens, add 30 seconds. 3 weeks steady, add 1 tiny rep or 1 weekly 20-minute deep block tied to the same trigger, Wednesday after the sentence. 3 months steady, keep floors forever and expand carefully. Floors protect identity when life hits. End days with a 15-second micro story in your proof log. C, analogy clicked. A legs heavy, still done. F, saw bill early. Those notes make patterns obvious in your Sunday review and give future you language to bargain with. Avoid the classic errors: worshipping streaks until a single miss detonates motivation, hiding habits so no one reflects them back, escalating too fast, turning 2 minutes into 2 hours, and reactivating past use veto. Keep the circle tight. One witness is enough until the pattern is boring. If travel, launches, or crises loom, pre-decide your bridge variant. Travel protocol equals universal triggers: wake up, brush teeth, bedtime, automatic yellow rule, single daily window, success metric, no zeros. Launch protocol blocks a 10-minute proof window on the calendar, even on ship days. Crisis protocol defaults to 1 red per day, no explanations. Floors beat fantasies, especially under stress. Remember the operating sentence: identity is a ledger. Every micro proof is a deposit. 2 minutes won't change your life today, but it changes your vote today. Stack enough votes and confirmation bias flips. Your brain starts predicting and delivering the new you without a fight. Stage 5, social witness and accountability script. Proofs need a mirror because identity is social. But we're keeping it light: 1 witness, 1 minute, once a week. That's enough to create gentle pressure without turning your life into a performance. Pick the right person. Choose someone reliable, low drama, and boundary respecting. A peer, a colleague, or a friend who won't coach unless asked. Not your harshest critic, not a parent, and not a partner if that blurs lines. If no one fits, use a private voice memo to your future self. Still counts as witnessing. Share the contract, not your feelings. Send your 1-page new terms, your 3 micro roles, and your color rules: green for full, yellow for 2-minute floor, red for patch. Ask for a single service. Receive a 60-second memo on Sundays and reply only if you miss 2 weeks in a row. No pep talks. Numbers only unless you request help. Use this memo script word for word. Title: No pep talk, just numbers. 5 beats. Count: Creator 5G1Y1R, Athlete 6G1YR, CFO 7GYR. Energy high 2 wed, low late Friday. Friction, phone hijacked coffee queue. 1 fix, DND until sentence logged, doc preloaded at shutdown. Next week focus, protect coffee, travel equals yellow rule. Speak it in under a minute, hit send, done. Give your witness 3 canned responses so it stays clean. Green week, received. Yellow heavy, received. What's the smallest patch you'll run? You reply with 1 concrete move, not a paragraph. Red trend, 2 missed memos. Miss 2. Want a 10-minute reset call or should I check back Wednesday? You choose. No chasing beyond that. Add a passive mirror if you like. A shared proof log with 1 daily line, Mon, CG, AYFG. Your witness doesn't comment there. It's just a quiet ledger that makes streak worship harder and patterns obvious. Protect the system from performance creep. Keep the audience tiny until the pattern is boring. If someone praises you, use the redirect. Thanks. Today's proof is 1 line, next is Wednesday decision. Praise can spike visibility shame. Ground it in the next action. When you need help, use an SOS that preserves agency. Subject: yellow spike. Body: lunch queue failing. Proposed patch: move CFO glance to coffee for 3 days. If no improvement, 10-minute call, offer a fix, invite 1 tweak. You're not outsourcing decisions, you're using the mirror to steady them. If travel or crisis hits, adjust the witness, not the floor. Send: travel protocol, aiming 5Y2R success metric equals no zeros. Or crisis protocol, aiming 7R no commentary. Identity stays intact because the minimum stays intact. Your witness replies received, and that's the whole point: no drama, just continuity. Common ways people break this: oversharing, turning the memo into a diary, and fishing for reassurance. Switching witnesses for novelty. Broadcasting to the entire internet, which invites scrutiny your nervous system can't yet handle. Fix it by returning to the rule: 1 person, 1 minute, once a week. Let me show you how this looks across 3 weeks. Week 1, mostly yellow. Memo says C3G3Y1R, a 5G1Y1R, F6G1YR energy medium. Friction, slack at coffee. Fix, phone DND. Witness, received, smallest patch, you reply, doc preloaded at shutdown. Week 2, greens rise, you note, face ID enabled, lunch queue stable. Week 3, travel 3 reds. You send Monday, travel delay, red rule held, witness, received. No spiral, you return to baseline Tuesday. Set the cadence on your calendar now. Sunday after lunch, 10 minutes, tally colors, record memo, send. If Sunday explodes, patch 1 red, send Monday with travel delay in the title. Numbers over narratives, floors over flare. If you remember nothing else, identity grows faster with a quiet, consistent mirror. Keep the circle small, the updates numeric, the asks specific, and the praise grounded in the next proof. That's accountability without performance, and it keeps your bridge intact. Handling relapses, anti-sabotage playbook. Relapses aren't moral failures, they're system feedback. The goal isn't 0 misses. It's preventing 1 miss from becoming a month. Use a 3-move reset. You can run half asleep, pause, patch, proof. Pause interrupts the shame spiral before it writes the story. The moment you notice a miss, run a 90-second reset. Sit or stand, feet flat. 1 hand on chest, 1 on belly. Inhale 4, exhale 6, 3 rounds. Relax your jaw, drop your shoulders, widen your gaze. Then label it in neutral language. Rep missed, yellow rising. That tells your vagal system there's no exile threat. Present you comes back online so you can act instead of spiral. Patch prevents zeros. Inside 24 hours, execute the tiniest version of the missed behavior. No makeups, no penance. If you skip the sentence at coffee, publish 1 line tonight and mark it red. If you miss squats, do 10 wall sits beside the sink and mark yellow. If you dodge the bank glance, open the app, read the balance, and type saw it. Patches are pre-written in your new terms so you don't negotiate under stress. They seal the leak and keep future use ledger intact. Proof restores momentum publicly enough that shame can't grow in the dark. After you patch, log the color on your grid and send a 1-line, numbers only update to your witness. Red patched, 1 line, back to coffee queue tomorrow. If you're solo, record a 15-second voice memo to your future self. The act of witnessing is the reset. Now stress test the system against real life. Travel week nukes routines. Before you go, flip to travel protocol. Automatic yellow rule, universal triggers, wake up, brush teeth, bedtime, and a single daily window. Success metric, no zeros. Memo reads, travel protocol. Aiming 5Y2R when you land, run a re-entry ritual. Touch the symbol, read 1 term, and execute 1 green per roll that day. That first green back matters more than the 7 you missed. Launch week compresses attention. Pre-decide a proof window, a 10-minute block that protects the floors even on ship days. Expect more yellows and write that into the plan. Launch protocol, floors only. If a rep slips, patch before bed. The trap here is claiming you're too busy for 2 minutes. 2 minutes is what keeps you from becoming the old you under pressure. Family crisis drains capacity. Switch to crisis protocol immediately. Red rule only, 1 micro proof per day, any roll before bed. Turn off performance cues. No explanations beyond logistics. Memo, crisis protocol, aiming 7R when the acute phase passes, run a 15-minute reset. Read new terms, underline yellow red, and schedule tomorrow's first proof right beside your earliest reliable cue. Common relapse traps and counters. Full resets, start Monday clean, create identity gaps shame will fill. Counter with next rep now. Secret failures let stories grow teeth. Counter with 1-line memos and visible colors. Punitive overcorrection, doubling workouts, deleting apps, reactivates past use veto. Counter with small floors and a restored loyalty budget. Streak worship turns counters into tripwires. Counter with color honesty. Green, yellow, red all count as continuity. Use a quick checklist anytime you wobble. Did I pause? Breath down, label neutral, jaw loose, shoulders dropped. Did I patch inside 24 hours, 2 minutes or less? Did I log proof? Color on grid, 1 line to witness or self. Do I need a trigger swap, action shrink, or environment tweak? Did I protect the comfort split I set? Keep a language pack ready so your mouth doesn't sabotage your floor. After a miss, rep missed, patching now, back to queue tomorrow. After a streak break, chain pause not broken, yellow today. After overwhelm, running small floor, proof beats perfect. After a relapse week, protocol complete, re-entry green today. Remember, momentum isn't magic, it's maintenance. Pause calms the alarm. Patch prevents zeros. Proof restores the ledger. Run those 3 moves faster than your shame can build a narrative, and a relapse becomes a speed bump instead of an exit. The identity dashboard, metrics that matter. You've built the engine, now you need a calm dashboard so you stop driving by vibes. 10 minutes once a week, 4 metrics, 1 decision. We track proofs, energy, friction, and external pull. Colors over feelings, numbers over narratives. Proofs are the receipts. Tally greens, yellows, and reds per micro roll for the last 7 days. Say it out loud. Creator 4G2Y1R athlete 6G1YR CFO 5G2YR, that tells you where identity momentum lives. If a roll lags, you adjust one lever, trigger, friction, or sequence. No drama, just routing. Energy is your fuel gauge. Mark high, medium, or low and add a 2-day pattern. High moan, wed, low thur fry. Tie it to proofs. If low Fridays nuke greens, pre-declare Friday a yellow allowed day. Floors move earlier, present you stops arguing. Friction is where progress leaks. Name the loudest snag in 5 words or less. Phone hijacked coffee queue. Bank login slow. Meeting overrun. Then write 1 surgical tweak. DND until line logged. Enable Face ID. Add 10 min proof window. Friction goes from personality flaw to system tweak list. External pull is the invisible tug back to the old role, people, platforms, policies, or dates. Pick the biggest one this week. Boss DM 8:45 a.m. payday invite. Review month. Then set 1 boundary or prep. Auto reply, heads down 8:38:45. Relief plan first. Stand-up question first Monday. You're teaching your environment to respect your terms. Here's the 10-minute review step by step. Open your proof log and tally GYR per roll. Mark energy HML, note the 2-day pattern. Name 1 friction spike, write 1 fix. Name 1 external pull, write 1 boundary or cue. Choose 1 next action for Monday that applies the fix or boundary. Read the summary out loud, close the tab. A live snapshot might read, C, 3G3Y1RA, 6G1YRF, 5G2YR energy high 2 wed low fry. Friction, slack at coffee. Fix equals phone DND plus doc preloaded. External pull, teammate pings at 8:45. Boundary equals replies at 8:45. Next action, place phone in kitchen, open doc before bed. 1 line Monday protects 10 lines all week. Use colors to drive decisions fast. Green trend, scale carefully with the 3-3-3 ladder. Small add after 3 steady days, 1 micro rep after 3 weeks, keep floors forever. Yellow trend, strengthen triggers, cut friction, and run 2-minute versions proudly. Red trend, flip to crisis protocol. 1 micro proof per day, reset terms midweek, then re-enter with 1 green per roll. Turn friction into movement with a simple matrix. Trigger weak, move the action to a stronger cue you already do. Action too hard, shrink to the 2-minute version or swap the motion. Environment loud, remove 1 step or set 1 boundary. Example, if lunch is chaotic, switch CFO glance to after first meeting ends, add a calendar chime titled cash, 60s, and pin the app. If shower drifts late, move squats to brush teeth. If publishing gets hijacked, preload the doc at shutdown and set DND until the line ships. Add a monthly zoom out, 4 lines max. Biggest green win. Most common yellow. Most helpful tweak. 1 upgrade for next month. Keep the dashboard boring. Don't add vanity metrics, word counts, streak length, applause. Those reintroduce shame tripwires and performative loops. Measure continuity and capacity, not spectacle. Common mistakes to retire. Tracking 10 things until tracking becomes the job. Ignoring greens because they don't feel impressive. Greens are gold, double them. Changing 3 levers at once. 1 tweak per week prevents whiplash. Making reviews optional. Tie Sunday review to something you already do, laundry, meal prep, weekly reset, so it happens on autopilot. If you remember nothing else, measure evidence, not vibes, let colors make the call, fix friction with 1 tweak, and set 1 Monday action that protects the whole week. A calm dashboard beats a heroic plan every time. The shocking player policy, date reveal. Here's the lever you've been feeling but couldn't name. Most sabotage clusters around one of 3 culprits: a player whose expectations you obey, a policy you follow without noticing, or a date that predictably derails you. Name yours, and the pattern stops feeling personal. It becomes schedulable and solvable. Start with the player. A player is any person or group whose imagined reaction edits your behavior. The tell, you act differently when they're in the room, in the thread, or in your head. Managers, mentors, friend circles, even an old teacher's voice count. Pull the last 3 weeks. Highlight tasks you did primarily because that player would approve. Now connect the cost, which growth rep got bumped. Write the rule they loaned you in plain language. Be indispensable, not decisive, or don't outshine. Add it to your old rules sheet under belonging rules. Install a counter rule in new terms that generates proof without picking a fight. Example, I ship one decision before any rescue task on Wednesdays. Add a boundary script. Happy to advise, here are 2 options. I'll revisit Wednesday. You're not defying a person, you're revoking an unauthorized policy. Send your witness a 1-line note, player named, Wednesday decision rule live. Next, the policy. Policies are autopilots masquerading as personality. I answer DMs instantly, no numbers after dark. Real work starts when I feel ready. They live in phrases like real quick, just this once, I'll squeeze it in. Scan your calendar and sent messages, circle those phrases. Choose one policy to retire, then write the tiny replacement. If decisions are daily, keeps you spinning, switch to decisions Wednesday, summaries Friday. Ritualize it, delete the quick check template, create a decision log, Wednesday's note, and add a footer. Heads down 8:38:45, replies at 8:45. You just moved 100 micro-anxieties into one container. Finally, the date. Dates are identity tripwires: payday, review cycles, birthdays, anniversaries, even Mondays. The signature is predictable derailment. Pull a quarter of your calendar. Put an X on days you broke terms. See the cluster? Name the date rule. Relief now on payday. Lay low in review month. All or nothing Mondays. Rewrite each with 1 term and 1 proof. Payday becomes relief plan first. Move $20 to relief, glance balance, then treat. Review month becomes visibility micro rep. Ask 1 clarifying question first each Monday. Monday becomes small floors only. Big blocks start Tuesday. Add 1 environmental cue per date. Relief envelope on your desk Friday morning. Stand-up questions sticky on your monitor during review. Monday calendar titled Floors Only. A quick walkthrough. A client tanked every March. We mapped it, annual reviews. Old rule, don't stand out. New term, 1 public clarifier Monday. She prepped a single question, used the boundary once, logged 4 greens. Same workload, different rule, promotion packet wrote itself. Your turn, open the calendar. Circle the next payday, the next review window, and next Monday. Write the new term beside each. Pick 1 player and write their loaned rule in quotes. Draft 1 replacement behavior tied to Wednesday. Delete 1 real quick template and create a decision log. DM your witness. Lever named, player/policy/date. New term live. You just moved sabotage from mystery to mechanics. Once it's named, it can be scheduled. And once it's scheduled, it can be rewired. The 30-day identity contract. Time to compress everything into 1 page you can actually run for 30 days. Think clarity over hype. 1 sheet, 3 micro roles, tiny daily proofs, 1 weekly mirror, and a simple review cadence that keeps drift from sneaking back in. Start with roles and rules. Pick your 3 micro roles from new terms. Under each, write the new rule in 1 sentence, then the old rule it replaces in italics so you don't forget what not to obey. Creator, I publish 1 line after coffee. Old, perfect or nothing. Athlete, I do 10 squats before shower. Old, only real workouts count. CFO, I open the bank app after lunch and log balance plus next bill. Old, numbers only on payday. Now proofs and triggers. List the 3 keystone actions as when X, I do Y, each with a 2-minute minimum. Add your color policy, green for full rep, yellow for 2-minute floor, red for a bedtime patch. Put a tiny monthly grid right on the page, 31 rows, columns labeled C, A, F, and keep a pen beside it. Micro reward them. A click sound after the sentence, cool water on wrists after squats, a green emoji swipe after the cash glance. You're paying present you immediately. Witness and scripts next. Choose 1 witness. Confirm Sunday 60-second memos, no pep talk, just numbers. Paste the memo beats on the page. Count, energy, friction, 1 fix, next focus. Then paste your 3 boundary scripts: decline, delay, redirect, and your no justification policy in bold. I don't explain minimums, budgets, or check-ins to non-witnesses. Weekly review block. Schedule a 10-minute Sunday slot. You'll tally GYR per role, mark energy high, medium, low with a 2-day pattern, name 1 friction and 1 fix, 1 external pull and 1 boundary, then choose 1 next action for Monday. Read the summary out loud so it sticks. Close the tab. End of month reflection at the bottom. 5 lines only. What proof felt easiest? Where did friction cluster? Which boundary saved the most energy? Which dates tripped me? 1 upgrade for next month. Here's the day-by-day ramp. Week 1 is micro-proof focus. Goal: make the bridge boring and reliable. Run the 2-minute minimums daily. Aim for at least 5 greens total across roles per day, but honor the yellow rule when energy dips. Keep loyalty budget at 80-20. Drop a tiny public marker on day 1 like a pinned proof log. Move tools to triggers. Dock open by the coffee machine, shoes by the bathroom door, bank app in the dock. End each day with a 10-second color line. Moan, CG, a YFG. Week 2 adds the social witness. Goal: stabilize with a mirror. Share the contract, send your first Sunday minute, and keep it numeric. Tighten 1 boundary using your scripts, usually a delay script. Reduce loyalty to 70-30. Watch for the first external pull and write the response line on the page so you don't improvise. If a role lags, move its trigger to a stronger cue instead of raising the bar. Expect more yellows. That's settling, not slipping. Week 3 is friction fixes and capacity. Goal: make the system easier, not heavier. Keep floors, upgrade with the 3-3-3 ladder only if you've had 2 steady weeks. Fix 1 friction per role, enable Face ID, preload the dock at shutdown, relocate queues. Add 1 20-minute weekly deep block tied to an existing trigger, Wednesday after the sentence, not random. Shift loyalty to 60-40. Convert patterns into tweaks, not identity verdicts. Week 4 is stress test and integration. Goal: prove durability. Run 1 intentional yellow day and 1 red day to practice containment. If a date lever is coming, payday, review week, deploy its new term, relief plan, visibility question, small floors Monday. Invite 1 tiny stakeholder if helpful. Share 1 number, not a transformation speech. Keep the Sunday memo tight. If greens are strong, either add a single rep or keep it steady and let boredom do its job. Boring wins. Daily cadence stays simple. Morning, run the first proof at the first trigger. Mark the box immediately. Midday, run the second proof. Apply 1 60-second friction fix if it pops. Evening, run the third proof. If the day crashed, do the red patch before bed. Night, 10-second color line, plus a 2-word energy tag. Common traps to dodge. Adding goals mid-month. Write them on a next month sticky and park it under the contract. Skipping reviews. Tie Sunday memo to meal prep or laundry so it fires without thought. Perfection pressure. Practice a proud yellow once a week so the floor feels legitimate. Here's a sample week snapshot to emulate. Moan, CG, a GFG, energy high, friction, slack at coffee. Fix, phone DND. 2 CY, a GFG, pull, teammate DM. Boundary, replies at 8:45. Wed, CG plus 20 min block, a YFG. Thur, CY, a YFR, patch before bed. Fry, CG, a GFG, payday relief plan executed. Sat, CY, a GFY, yellow day by design. Sun, CG, a YFG, memo sent, next action, preload dock before coffee. At day 30, renew, don't reinvent. Keep the floors, carry over the best boundary, retire 1 friction, and add 1 tiny upgrade. Roll the contract to month 2. The identity follows the evidence. Day 1 starter kit and quick wins. Let's lock in day 1 with a fast, no-drama rollout. 20 minutes total. We'll set the pages, anchor tools, message your witness, and rack 3 quick proofs so tomorrow is just continuation. First, place the papers where action lives. Open 3 docs, old rules sheet, new terms, and your 30-day contract, and pin them at the top of your notes app or print them. Put them where your first trigger fires. Docs by the coffee machine beats docs buried in a folder. If it isn't visible at the moment of action, it doesn't exist. Second, write the lean new terms in 5 minutes. Week 1 loyalty budget, 80-20. 3 growth non-negotiables as when X, I do Y, each with a 2-minute floor. After coffee, publish 1 sentence. Before shower, do 10 squats. After lunch, open bank app and log balance plus next bill. Add the yellow rule, red rule, and your no justification policy. Paste 3 scripts: decline, delay, redirect. Don't polish. Ship. Third, anchor tools to triggers. Open the shared doc now and type proof log, day 1, so it's sitting beside the mug. Put shoes at the bathroom door, not the closet. Pin the banking app to your dock and enable Face ID. Friction kills floors, remove it in 60 seconds or less per tool. Confirmation bias starts working for you when the path of least resistance points at the new behavior. Fourth, pick your symbol and place it. Coin, pen, mug, whatever cues your new terms. Put it at the trigger location so your hand meets identity before thought. That tactile cue short-circuits second guessing and calms the vagal alarm when visibility feels risky. Fifth, message your witness. Send, contract live, roles, creator, athlete, CFO, minimums, 1 line after coffee, 10 squats before shower, cash glance after lunch, colors, G full, Y 2 minutes, R patch, Sunday 60 sec memo, reply only if I miss 2 weeks, no pep talk, just numbers. Hit send, don't wait for a reply. Now do the first reps. Coffee, type and publish 1 sentence, draft seed, small public proofs update identity. Say, creator green and mark the box. Shower cue, 10 slow squats. Athlete green. Lunch, open the app, note balance and next bill, CFO green. Total time, under 10 minutes. That's 3 votes for future you today. Loss aversion relaxes because you didn't torch comfort, you redirected it. Your brain fears losing the old identity more than gaining the new one, so we keep the gains tiny and undeniable. Drop 1 small public marker. Pin a private channel note, daily line logged, or add moan, CG, a G, FG to your proof log. No announcements. Minimal social proof beats dramatic rebrands and avoids tripping shame. Finally, schedule the Sunday review and set micro guardrails. Block dashboard plus 60 sec memo. Move Slack off the home screen. Set do not disturb until the sentence is logged. Preload the doc at shutdown. If today's already messy, run the red rule tonight. 1 line, 5 squats, cash glance. Mark red, whisper, chain started. Tomorrow isn't a decision, it's the next rep. Advanced pitfalls and power-ups. Before you roll into month 2, clean up the traps that quietly undo this system. 4 big pitfalls, 4 simple power-ups. 1 out, 1 in each week. Keep it boring, keep it tight. Pitfall 1, identity tourism. That's when you binge new tools, playlists, and slogans for a weekend, then drop them at the first friction. It feels exciting, but it trains your brain that change is temporary. Retire it by committing to 1 30-day contract before sampling anything else. If you crave novelty, change the symbol, not the system. The floors stay. The proof grid stays. The witness stays. You're building a pattern, not a performance. Pitfall 2, role stacking. Motivation spikes and suddenly you add 5 micro roles. Then Thursday hits, energy dips, and all 5 collapse. The story becomes, I can't keep promises. Counter with the 3 role rule until you log 3 boring green weeks on your dashboard. When you finally add a 4th rep, tie it to an existing trigger so the scaffold holds. Coffee already triggers the line? Add a 30-second title brainstorm right after, not a separate block that invites chaos. Pitfall 3, chasing applause. You post daily wins to get energy, soon you're performing for likes. The moment praise dips, the habit dies and shame spikes. Keep the audience tiny. If you want social fuel, share a weekly number, not a narrative. 2121 proofs this week. When someone praises you, run the redirect. Thanks. Today's proof is 1 line, next is Wednesday decision. Praise won't destabilize you if you keep anchoring it to the next micro action. Pitfall 4, over-research. You collect frameworks and optimize dashboards while your proof boxes sit empty. The fix is hard and simple, no consumption before your first proof. If you catch yourself researching, run a 2-minute rep, mark a color, then come back. Input follows action. The brain needs evidence more than information. Now, 4 power-ups that make the system stickier without cranking pressure. Power-up 1, environment anchors. You already placed 1 symbol. Add a doorframe cue where you pass most. A tiny sticky with your role initials, C, A, F. Tap it as you walk through and say the letters. Silly works because it's easy and frequent. It recruits confirmation bias in your favor. Your brain starts predicting the action you tag all day. Power Up 2, Identity Playlists. Create a 3-song set, 1 track per role. Play the creator track while you make coffee, the athlete track at the shower cue, the CFO track at lunch. Audio cues shorten ramp-up time and calm the nervous system faster than pep talks. Your body learns, this sound equals this rep. Power Up 3, Tiny Money Stakes. Put $20 in an envelope labeled Future You. If you miss a whole day with no red patch, move $5 to a donation envelope that leaves your house monthly. Light, not punitive. The stake makes the no-zero rule tangible, and you'll be surprised how often $5 keeps the chain alive. Power Up 4, Identity Retreats. Once a month, run a 60-minute no-screen reset. Read your old rules sheet and new terms. Tally the month's colors. Write 1 paragraph, what I believe about me now. End by renewing the letter. Thank the old role, restate 1 term, schedule next month's contract. That's where depth accumulates and loss aversion relaxes, because you're not torching who you were, you're integrating what kept you safe and tightening what holds you back. Implementation rhythm. Each week, retire 1 pitfall and add 1 power-up. Week 1, kill identity tourism and install environment anchors. Week 2, stop role stacking and build your playlist. Week 3, cut applause chasing and add the money stake. Week 4, pause over research and run your first retreat. If any power-up starts to feel heavy, shrink it to the smallest version. Proof over polish. Floors over flare. Consistency, bias and confirmation bias will take the baton once the pattern is steady. If you remember nothing else here, subtract pressure, add cues, and keep upgrades boring. That's how your new identity survives real life and keeps winning close calls. The takeaway is simple. You're not lazy, you're loyal to an old identity, and tiny, public proofs are how you renegotiate that loyalty without chaos. If you're ready to lock this in, start now. Run your first 2-minute proof, place 1 symbol, and schedule the Sunday 1-minute memo. Subscribe for the advanced module on turning perfectionism into productive floors, and watch the next video where we dismantle it step by step.